One of the things that I had promised to do was record a couple more of the visualizations from Bar Exam Mind by Matt Racine, of course adapted for my own situation and my own anxieties and my own fears. And it's a book I recommend to anybody who is taking the bar exam. It is one of the most, I think, pinpointed books with regard to the visualizations, the sort of mental energy about it. There's lots of books out there, and many of them are very, very helpful, but this is one that I felt I really needed for me right now. So today I went and took a drive this morning, did a drive up to the Merchandise Mart, which is where I will be taking the bar exam a week from today, and just spent some time up there just reminding myself of the parking lot, what traffic is like, checking out construction zones that might stress me out, so that I don't have even more reason to worry on the day of the bar exam, especially the first day, because the first day I have to be there much earlier than the second day, just because of the laptop, and all of us who are taking the laptop exam have to be there earlier. So that meant for me this morning waking up at 5:30 and being on the road by 6:30. And I got there in plenty of time. I was fine. I will want to leave a little bit earlier than that just to make sure that I have some time in the parking lot to sit and listen to this visualization that I'm going to be recording right now. That way I can just plug in the earphones, breathe in and out a little bit. I do want to mention just real quick that the method that I use to sort of breathe in and out when I am trying to get myself into a receptive state of mind is I will, for each breath in, I think about all the light and loving energy that's around me. For me, that means all the friends and family that have been supporting me and wishing me luck and helping me out by drilling. All of those people, I imagine collecting all their wishes together and breathing them in and letting them settle inside of me. And then on the breath out, I likewise collect all the negative energy and all the anxiety and stress and tension, and I gather that all up and I release it just out of me. So that's how I think of it for people who are not used to doing that. The way that I got started with that is just breathing in for a count of 6 and breathing out for a count of 6, and doing that for about a minute, doing that maybe 10 times, and that helps slow your body down, helps your mind be a little bit more receptive to the messages of this visualization so that you can actually picture it in your mind. And when I do visualizations too, I want to touch and feel everything that is around me. I want to be able to see it. I really want to be able to engage every single one of my senses while I do it. So, without further delay, and hopefully without any more helicopters rolling around, here is that visualization about walking into the bar exam testing room and remaining calm. On the morning of the bar exam, I wake up feeling refreshed and ready. I know I've done everything I can do to study, and I'm so proud of my efforts. I get dressed, grab breakfast, and double-check all of my supplies. I've packed everything the night before, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I load up my car, I give my kids a hug, and I know that I'm well loved and supported no matter what happens today. I drive to get my coffee, enjoying the sunrise and confident that I will arrive with plenty of time. I listen to music that keeps me energized and confident. I don't allow traffic to stress me out. I'm on time and I'm ready. Once I arrive, I choose a parking spot that's far away from everyone else, but near some shade, so that I can enjoy it during my lunch break. I take a few moments in the car to say a prayer, to calm myself down, and to visualize this moment perfectly. I have prepared for this day, and I've done so much more than I did in the past. All is going to be well. I stand in line and I smile at the other applicants, but I don't share their nervousness. I've been through this before, And no matter what, I know I'm going to survive, and I know I'm going to live happily, regardless of the result. But this time I'm ready, and I deserve my very best effort on the exam today. I have learned more than enough to pass the bar exam, and I do not practice in the last minute fretting or the practicing with everybody else. As the line begins to move, I show my ID and I allow them to inspect all the items that I brought with me. I walk in and take a moment to just breathe in with gratitude. I'm grateful for taking this step in my life. It was a courageous step. Not only am I conquering several of my fears, but I'm also finally finding myself deserving of this victory. My best is good enough, and I know nothing stands in the way of my success. I take the room in, and again, successfully shield myself from everyone else's nervous energy. I locate my seat, and I set up my laptop, and I mentally make note of the locations of the restrooms and the clocks. As my computer begins to boot up, I keep repeating those affirmations in my head. I'm a successful mediator. I'm a compassionate attorney. I'm a member of this profession. I bring my talents to this profession. I belong here. I'm going to do just fine. My best is good enough. Soon, the proctor begins to go over the instructions. I listen carefully so I don't miss anything important and so that I can make sure I follow all the rules. Once the proctor says to begin, I open my test booklet and I write an affirmation at the top of my scratch paper. I calmly assess the subject of each question, and I begin on the first question in earnest, confident that I can find the answer. I ignore the typing of everyone else. It's so loud in here. But I'm not them, and they are not me. They have their own struggles, and I will not struggle today. I'm not nervous, and I calmly type and write a loose outline for the subject of the question, and I continue with confidence. Today, I'm going to be successful. I'm prepared, and I'm ready, and I feel joy in my accomplishments thus far.